Hello, friends. Welcome to the Saturday Psychic Sampler. I'm Christiana Gaudet. I am your Tarot Fairy Godmother, and we've got some things to celebrate right away. First of all, thank you so much to Laura T for the super sticker. What a great way to start us out. We really appreciate that. Secondly, we have a brand new member, but our brand new member is not a brand new friend to me, Providencia. So nice to see you. I have known Provi. Oh gosh, I think we're going back to the day we got kicked out of the New London Library for studying tarot cards. I think that was the first time we met in person. And we met because you reached out to me. You found me because I was the resident psychic on Franco in the Morning on Q105 in New London, Connecticut. So that's going back quite some years. And I'm so excited to see you here. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for becoming a member of our community here. And just FYI, I will be in Connecticut May 6th through June 5th. So there's that. Tell your friends. All right. So thank you so much. Thanks for supporting this community in this way. And if you are a new member like Provi, look at the members only playlist. There's a lot of videos there that are indeed for members only. So check them out. You'll find some great things. And also, Provi, you are just in time because this coming Thursday, the 12th, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, we're doing a members-only live stream. So make sure you join us for that. It will be a lot of fun. Jeannie, were tarot studies considered clandestine in the old days? Well, yes, to some extent. And there's a story. If you don't mind, I'm going to start out with this funny story. So in the days before like social media, there were these bulletin boards, right? And I was doing I was the resident psychic of like 14 different radio stations. So, my name was known in the region. And there were some people who thought it was like really bad form for me to be doing readings on the radio, not because they were against tarot, but because they thought I was like turning tarot into entertainment, which I was. And they were positing that tarot is too sacred to also be entertainment. And of course, I was positing that, hey, it started as a game. And so one of them said on this bulletin board, Christiana couldn't read tarot in a library, playing with the word read in a cute little pun. So then just months later, Provi reaches out and says, hey, can we get together and study together? I'm like, sure. She's like, we can do it at the local library when you get off the air. So she meets me in the parking lot. I would never met before. Meets me in the parking lot of the radio station. We go over to the library and they kick us out. We end up going to a restaurant to study. And so it proved the point the person made on the internet bulletin board that indeed I could not read tarot in a library. But it was not specifically that it was tarot, it was that it was cards. No card playing was allowed in the library because no gambling was allowed in the library. So it wasn't specifically that it was tarot, if I remember it correctly. Provi, if I got that story wrong at all because it was years ago and I could have, please go ahead and correct my errors there if you remember it differently. But that's how I remember it. So that was fun. All right. Very good. So you know what we do on Saturdays, the Saturday Psychic Sampler, where you ask specific questions only. If you have asked for a card or what does the universe want me to know, please go back and put in a specific question. That's what we do on Saturdays. It's actually my favorite day, my favorite reading day of the week. I try to do, live readings here 4 times a week. This one's my favorite because it actually reminds me of those days on the radio because, on the radio, you had to do each answer in like 30 seconds. So specific questions only was what I needed. So this reminds me of that. It's a lot of fun, but I may take more than 30 seconds to do your reading today. All right. Thank you all so much for being here. Again, members, please do join us May 12th, 7 p.m. We're starting out with Laura T. Laura T is a member, and Laura T has started us out with a super sticker. We appreciate you so much. Thank you for that. So for being a member and for the super sticker. And I don't think I mentioned it, but I am using Light Seers Tarot here today. I'm thinking about it as like good old Light Seers, only been around for a few years, but it's become like this instant classic, right? Okay. So Laura, great example of a specific question. Thank you very much. Should I do the medical course next month, please? Should I do the medical course next month? Let's take a look. So, is there a choice to do it in some month other than next month? Like, I just feel like you got so much in your heart and on your mind right now, it might be hard to focus. If there's a different time that you could start, like, should you do the medical, so let's say, should you do the medical course at a different time? Yes, 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 but it's not going to be an easy course. And so if you have an opportunity to do it at a different time, there may be some things that you need to be taken care of first. Now, if next month, like if it's next month or nothing, either you do it next month or you never, ever, ever do it, then you do it. Then you do it. So that's what I have to say about all that. Hope that was helpful. And, oh my goodness gracious, we have a very, very generous super chat from my good friend Katie Kondo. Katie, how are you? Katie is actually going to be joining me here on this channel for a class or discussion or event or something. We're going to be talking about a card together, a couple of cards together, something like that. Probably in July, I think we're going to schedule that. So it's great to see Katie here, and thank you for supporting this channel. Katie is also a member of this channel, so we appreciate your membership, and we appreciate that very generous super chat. All right. And if you happen to be in the Massachusetts area, Hull, Massachusetts, or that area, Katie may have a job for you. Reach out to her. All right. Smile Soul 20, thanks for being a member here. Thanks for being here. My question is, a coworker that I work with has been acting funny. Does she have a problem with me? Fair enough. Let's see what we got here. Do we think that this coworker is having a problem with your smiley self? The coworker is definitely having a problem, but is it with you specifically? I don't know, man. You know how like when you're having problems in general, you can have problems with people in specific more easily because you're not carrying the energy of grace or forgiveness or understanding? That may be what's happening here. I think she's having some legit problems in her life, but I think she probably is having a problem with you for a really stupid reason. But I think she is kind of pissed off at you for something. And then the question is, well, what do you do about that? And I'm not sure there's a lot you can do about it. I don't think that you can confront her on this. I feel like your best thing in dealing with her is just be kind and loving and understanding and be your normal self. And she will still probably be distant and may find fault with you for a while. But then she'll probably come back around and be normal again over time. Hey, Nalini. Nice to see you. I'm thinking of moving to Panama City Beach. All right, Panama City Beach. Will this be a good move? And if so, how soon will it happen? The card that flew out. 7 of Wands. All right. So we're going to think about that Seven of Wands energy, which sort of feels a little defensive, feels like you got going on, feels like nothing is really easy, right? So we're going to shuffle that back in. All right. Is Panama City Beach a good move for you? It could be. Kind of mixed. I think there could be work there for you. Yeah, I'm going to go with it. Yeah, I think it's a great idea. And again, remembering that Seven of Wands energy ain't nothing easy. Nothing that you're going to do here is going to be easy. But that, I think, could be a decent move for you. If you decide to do it, how soon could you get it together to do it? I would say pretty darn soon. If you're going to do it, chop, chop, I think it's going to happen. And how would it be for you socially? Like, I think it would take a minute, but you would make some friends. You may already have some friends there. So I think it'd be good for friends, for work. I think it'd be all right. Diana, I see that you will be in class, but I do not see the question. So I don't know what your question is, and if you're in class, I cannot answer a question if you're not here to ask it, and I'm thinking you got dropped off. I think a couple of people here got dropped off. I think you did, and I think Jeannie did as well. So if you do happen to still be here, please reiterate the question. I apologize. If you want to reach out privately and ask it, you can. Okay, Santiago. My question is, what do I need to do to attract a healthy love relationship and when it could happen? All right. Great question. Great question. What do you need to do to attract a healthy love relationship? And if you do that thing, how quickly would the relationship happen? Great question. Let's see what we got here. All right. I think what you need to do is recognize that sometimes you're attracted to things that aren't good for us. You know, I am too, man. You know, chocolate cake and I have a terrible relationship, but oh, I love him. Anyway, sometimes we're attracted to things that aren't good for us, so recognize that. Recognize that just because you're attracted to someone, they may not be good for you. Do you have to be attracted to the person who will be right for you? Of course. Are you capable of being attracted to someone who is good for you? Yes. But it's a rare thing. It has to have the right edge, the right situation. So recognize that you're going to be attracted to more people than the people you should be with. So be willing to sort of police yourself on that and make sure a person is going to be good for you before you're all in. That's, I think, what you have to realize and what you have to practice. And if you realize that and practice that, I don't think it's going to take that long for you to find someone, but it may be that there'll be 1, 2, 3 people first who are like same old, same old, same old, and you'll have to be like, same old, I know what that is, get out, same old, get out. And that's hard for you because you give your heart and you develop this whole fantasy of, this is it, and it's not. So instead of this is it, say, maybe. So that makes it easy to say, get out, so that you can make room for the person who is. Hope that's helpful. All right. Hey, Luna Song, so nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. What is the energy I'm giving out to those around me? I want to be responsible and move forward with love, and thank you for your help with this. It's a great question. I love it. Right now, because obviously this changes from time to time, and you may be looking to be more conscious about it and to change it, if you need to. So right now, what is the energy you are putting out and laying down? Let's see what we got here. All right. So it feels like the energy you're putting out is trying to be have good communication. It could be a little sort of looking for love, not just romantic love, but all kinds of love. Might translate as needy, so you have to be careful about that. But wanting to be generous, wanting to make good decisions, and wanting to have good collaborations with people. And, definitely wanting to work with people and know people and be with people who have a similar worldview to your own, and wanting friends, and wanting community, and wanting creativity. So, community, creativity, good decisions, generosity, worldview, all of that is good. Just be patient so it doesn't come off as needy. All right. Let's see. So, Jeannie Mnuchin, I tagged you. I see you saying also hello, happy weekend. That makes me think you put a question in, which I'm not seeing. So please go in and reiterate if you haven't already. Hey, Horse Fan Dunn, nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for using members only emojis. Ben, nice to see you. Thanks for using members emojis, members only emojis, and thanks for being here. Okay, Providencia, Provi. I'm working on communicating with nature spirits and divas. What do the cards say on successful connection? I love it, I love it, I love it. And again, thank you so much. You just made my day by becoming a member here. And of course, and I'm saying this to you, Provi, and to every member and anyone considering being a member, if you join, it is a monthly commitment. But if at any time you're like, yeah, this isn't what I need right now, or this isn't what I can afford right now, you can stop it. And you can still subscribe here and still come to all the live readings and classes that I do for everyone. You're still a part of the community. So do not fear making the commitment. I'll still love you. No question. Okay, Provi. Working on communicating with nature, spirits, and demons. Ooh, you saw how much we shuffled, and we see how we've seen this card before, but now we're going to see a totally different interpretation of it, which is yes, 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 you're doing it, you're doing it, you're doing it, and you're following some very good protocols and traditions, and you're going to receive clear, solid, not only connection, but information that will be helpful to you right here, right now in life. Any advice about it? Be patient, be patient, be patient, and be persistent. Ideally, you would do, the rituals or the prayers or being in the space at the same time every day, so that they learn to expect you then. And there it will be. So be patient, and it will happen, and it will be very good. All right, Martha Vink, my good friend, so nice to see you. Should I hire a person to do an estate sale of things at my house, and the house will be for sale soon, or is it not worth it? Okay, hire the estate person, the estate sale person, do the estate sale or don't. I don't know, man. It feels like a lot of trouble. It feels like the things that are most valuable you're going to keep with you anyway. The things that you don't want anymore, to me, it sort of feels like you could just get, an organization like the Salvation Army to come with a truck and take it all away, bip, bap, boom, and you're done. May work out better that way. So unless you have a lot of valuable stuff that you don't want that I'm not seeing, I would say don't bother. All right. Chara Saddlemeyer, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. What generational curse would my ancestors like to see me working on healing now? Great. So you are working with the topic of our newsletter this week. Thank you so much for that. And we recognize that when we're talking about a generational curse here, it is not specifically that, someone put a curse on you. It's that the traumas a person's traumas are carried in their DNA for generations. And that's what we mean when we talk about a generational curse. And so when we look at, and that, I mean, again, it's in the DNA, it's in the behavior, and can happen, it's nurture and nature, right? So that's a really important thing. Thanks for bringing it up. And which one, what one, would your ancestors like to see you working on healing right now? Trust. Trust. The idea that, yes, you can be proactive to make sure things go well, but you can also trust. In addition to that being proactive, you can trust. And the things that you can't do anything about, there seems to be in your family line just an idea of, yeah, it's all going to go to crap. You know, it's not going to go well. There's a certain negative thinking, a certain negative assumption. And I think you can turn that around for yourself and for Lucian. Hey, Sarah, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for using members only emoji. Do I need to be a social butterfly and spend time with friends today? Or do I need to be a hermit and stay in my cave? Nice to have the choice, one way or the other. Okay. This is what being a social butterfly looks like. I think we're going toward hermitage. Wow. So I think you need to be a hermit because you got some stuff in your mind and heart that you yourself need to work on. And yes, your friends could help you with that, but they really wouldn't. You would just like get into that space of having fun, which would be fine. But you've got deep work you want to do and need to do. Now, if you can find a friend to support you in that work and do that work with you, then do that. Otherwise, it's just you and your cards today. Seriously. Sorry, I can't sing. But seriously, you've got some work you really want to do. You need to do it. All right. All right. Okay. Caroline McLaughlin, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Your question is, what can I do to be more self-disciplined? Great question. And whenever people ask that, I'm like, can we start with the premise that you're not self-disciplined enough? Can we pick that apart for a minute? Like, what is the deal with you and self-discipline? What is the issue there? And I feel like it's certain things that, like there is something there with the Devil reversed and the Eight of Cups. It almost feels like it's not so much self-discipline. It has to do with your own healing. Whether it's things that you're doing that aren't good for you, or whether it's things that are good for you that you aren't doing, that's what it is. And so if that's what self-discipline is for you in this moment, I agree you need more of it. So just had to check that. So what can you do to have more of it? You know, it's all about logistics. A lot of the problem is not really self-discipline, it's logistics and thinking ahead. If you can figure out the logistics and think ahead, you can change what you need to change. That's what I think. Let me know how that sits. Hey, Elizabeth Peralta, nice to see you. Ben likes it when I use the light seers. I do too. Okay, Nalini, I have not seen the super chat yet. I thank you so much for it, though. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You'll be able to see in your bank statement if it processed or not. If it didn't, there's always next time, and I really appreciate it. Okay, Adriana. Hang on, just over-scrolled. Oh, I did get a super. I got a super chat from Betty Flesher. Thank you so much, Betty. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for the super chat, which says, thank you for all you do for all of us. Well, thank you so much, Betty. It is my pleasure so to do, and you make it a pleasure. So thank you very, very much. All right. Let me scroll back. Thank you, thank you. Okay, Adriana. Would I be able to create a good professional relationship with Magnus, the new HR leader? Let's see. Yes. Yes. Yes, but don't be too honest and don't show him too much of yourself. You can't be really transparent with him. You have to show him what you know he wants. You have to show him what you know he wants to see, and you'll have a fine relationship. So is that the definition of a good relationship? No, it is not. But when we're dealing with HR, good enough. Okay. Provi, okay, thank you for remembering our library story the way that I did. Lynn Collin, great. I love that story, proving once again that the universe has a great sense of humor. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. Okay, the next question that I see, Elizabeth Peralta. Will I stay at my new or will I go back to my old job? Okay. Stay at the new or go back to my old job? Is there a third option that involves getting a whole new job? Because I feel like if you go back to the old job, there's reasons that you don't want to be there. You can also already see the handwriting on the wall about the new job. So I say you should stay at the new job and look for an even newer job that's even better, because neither of them are really going to do it for you the way you want. That's my advice. If it works for you, please take it. All right. And let me say thank you. Oh my goodness, Sarah. Thank you for the very, very generous super sticker. Really appreciate it. Even though I sang off key, I got a generous super sticker. Really appreciate it. Thank you so very much, and thanks for being a member here. Appreciate you so much. All right. Hey, Donna Durama. So nice to see you, the Lady of Rome. All right. I met someone. Is he interested? Great question. Let's do a big old shuffle here. It depends, what we mean in terms of interested. I feel like he likes you. I feel like he finds you attractive. I feel like he's terrified of relationships. And he doesn't trust relationships, so you have to be careful about how you trust him. I think it's okay to develop a friendship, but don't move it fast and don't expect too much. I just feel like he's carrying a lot of baggage. All right. All right. Hey, Jerry Solitsky. Nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Please tell me if my new social groups are a positive move for me. Oh, heck yeah. Heck yeah. 100% yes. 100% yes. You have to think about your goals and your motivations and what it is you're trying to do and get out of this. And within those groups, there's going to be some people you want to keep a distance on, but maybe a good face with, because sometimes that's what you got to do. But it is a good thing. Hey, Deb Powers, nice to have you here this afternoon. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Julie Rogan, nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. I need a side hustle that could supplement my income in retirement soon. What advice do my ancestors have for me on this? Great question. And I mean, if you ask me directly, what advice does the tarot teacher have for you? You know what's coming out of my mouth next. Let's see what the ancestors have to say. when your hair gets caught up in your cards. All right. A side hustle for Julie, please. The ancestors want you to do something that is fun and enjoyable, that they want you to have fun. You know, do what you love and you never work a day in your life. Find something that you really love that you can monetize and do it, and don't worry too much. They also think you worry too much about money, which slows down the money energy. Hustle, yes. Worry, no. Lynn Collin, nice to see you. Regarding my job, is this the calm before the storm, or have things actually improved and calmed down? Well, first of all, I'm so happy to hear that there is a calm here, which is good, because there had been some difficulties. See, like when people say, how do you know when you're done shuffling? When the cards stop going together. That's a good sign. Then I'll still do this, because I just do. All right. Have things improved? I think some of your weenie, ridiculous, immature men around you have sort of pulled back a little bit. It might be that HR kind of told them to get it together. So yes, things have improved, not because anyone's gotten smarter, but because no one wants you to leave. People really do value you there, even though they don't tell you that. And you had definitely gotten to the point where you were like ready to walk, and that was kind of obvious for people to see. So I think it has gotten better, not because anyone has grown up, but because HR has laid down the hammer. That's what I think. All right. And, oh my goodness gracious, Teresa Chase, thank you so much. So good to see you. Thank you so much for the super chat. Good to see you. I've been very busy lately and haven't caught your lives. Have a great weekend, everyone. Well, thank you so much. Really, really appreciate that, Teresa. Very kind and very, very generous. Really appreciate it. All right. Okay, PL Day, thanks for being here. I had a job interview last week and I thought it went well. Will I get the job? It did go well. I don't think they've made a decision yet. I'm very 50-50 here, I'm afraid to say. I feel like you are definitely a contender. It went well. They definitely like you. Would it be a good job, a job that you would like? Yes. What are the chances that they do actually hire you? Again, 50-50. Is it really 50-50? Is it between you and one other candidate? I think so. I think it's between you and one other candidate. So I'm going to lean toward yes, but it's a lean, not a firm. That's where we go. And if you do get it, it will be great for you. Now, the opposite question, Katie Kondo. And Katie, thank you so much for being a member here. Thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. And once again, Katie is looking for an assistant. And if anyone here happens to live near Hull, Massachusetts, and is looking for a job, just reach out to Katie and she'll tell you about it. Seriously. Okay. Should Katie quit her job? Speaking of jobs, it's all about jobs. Should Katie quit her job? It's driving you a little crazy, and you are thinking about it. If you quit your job, you could get another. Here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say, and this is the usual advice anyway, Find another job, then quit. Seriously, and you can find another job. So do that and then quit. How can I let go of my fear of my own spiritual gifts? Aria Wilson. So I think you have to break that down. And I feel like, maybe stop using the word gifts. This is just for me. I'm going to do the reading. This is just me. Maybe stop using the word gifts. That's one of the words that people use, like, oh, so woo-woo-woo. Like, I think you got to normalize it. Like, we all got talents. Would you be afraid of yourself if you could play the piano well? So I think in your own way of thinking about it, try normalizing it. Use the term talent instead of gift. And that helps significantly just right there. And sort of get out of the Hollywood woo-woo of it and the religious sort of fears around it, first of all. And what do the cards have to say? I'll get off my soapbox now. Let's see what the cards have to say for you. Yeah, the cards have to say, some of this could be past life stuff having to do with persecution. Some of this could be how you were raised, the culture in which you were raised and how it was dealt with there. And you have to just recognize that, so many things about the things people believe and teach their children to believe are crap. And if you start there, Hierophant reversed. The things you are taught to believe are crap. And so recognize, like, this is not you having a failing, having this fear. It's you just falling into the trap of believing what you were taught, which we all kind of do. And then I think you can absolutely open up and be the person you are and recognize that it is neither a gift nor a curse. It's just what you are, and be okay with it. It's part of self-love and self-acceptance. Seriously. Okay. Deb Powers, what a great question. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Should I sign up for the whale watch I've been invited to attend? Oh, interesting. I get a boat reversed. I'm going to say no. It's probably going to rain, or there's not going to be any whales, or the people on the boat are going to be jerks. No. Diana, I didn't mean to skip you. I didn't see your question. I saw your, I hope you're still here. The question did not show up for me. I looked and I looked and I looked and I didn't see it. All I saw was the parentheses, will be in class. And so I know there was a question there, but I can't see it. So please reiterate the question. And goodness gracious, Julie Rogan. Thank you so much for the mic drop super sticker. Very generous, very kind. Thank you very much. All right. Let me scroll back here. Okay. Ali Mammon, so nice to see you. Could you please tell me what is blocking my goals in my work career and my occult studies? Okay. And of course, you know where I'm going to go with that. Well, is there something blocking your goals? I mean, like, what does that mean, blocking? Like, it's an interesting thing. Let's take a look. Like, I would look at, okay, why are your studies not going well? And the answer is, I feel like you've had your mind on other things. I feel like you are healing from some things from the past. You're maybe spending some time doing things you enjoy, maybe with people you care about. I think it's, there's a certain amount of just time issues and logistic issues. And some of the things you're doing right now are also valuable. So you could use better time management, certainly. But I feel like you're doing some important things right now. And you're doing self-care. And as you get through that self-care, you will come into the place where you'll achieve the things you need to achieve. So maybe nothing is blocking you. Maybe you are just doing what you need to do right now, this minute. And that's okay. Spouse sold 20. She gets over it. Yeah, I think so. Right. I did not see, Diana, if you can see it, I can't see it. I promise you. I can't see it. Go ahead and put it in. What you're seeing and what I'm seeing may be different. I'm set to live chat. There's nothing else I can do to see it. Go ahead and please put it in. It's frustrating. I know. I'm sorry. I do not run YouTube. I can't help it. Okay. Okay. Febborn, nice to see you. Will my oldest daughter have a position with the VA? What a great question. Let's see. I'm going to say yeah. It's not an easy job, but I think it's coming, yes. And it is a good job. It's worth doing, for sure. Denise Wood, so nice to see you. Do you see a good trip for us from Kentucky to Daytona? Welcome to Florida. Leaving tonight. Let's see. I think there could be some delays. I think you're going to have to be patient and pack plenty of snacks. I think it'll be safe enough. I think some of the people going may sort of like snipe at each other and not get along with each other. So some parts of this may be difficult, but in the end, it's going to be worth doing. Arya Wilson says, Christiana, you give such good advice. Where does that come from? How do you do that? So thank you for that. It comes from tarot in two ways. Number one, I have studied the wisdom of tarot. And if you study the wisdom of tarot the way you might study any sacred text, you learn a lot. Actual divination. I've been doing this for a long time. You see all that gray hair, man? I had no gray hair when I started this. I've been doing this for a really long time. And in that time, I've really learned to hear the voices of your higher self, your ancestors, my ancestors, and so it's there. And to some extent, it's a technique and protocol of, what do you think about? What do you have to look at? What questions do you ask the cards? So I think that's how I do it, and would encourage all of you who work with the cards to try those things, especially read tarot for a long time, like I did. Seriously, thank you for that. Okay. Jeannie, I see you speaking with Katie, but I do not see your question. And so I am thinking there are some problems literally with YouTube, because we had one person trying to do a super chat and didn't get through. We've got a couple of people putting questions in, and I can see their comments. I'm not seeing their questions. So Jeannie, ask again, please. Diana and Jeannie, ask again. It looks like some things are getting through, some things aren't. I don't know the rhyme or the reason of it. But please try again, and I do apologize. Okay. Let's see. Oh, Sarah, you are so sweet welcoming the new members. Yes, let us welcome the new members. Thank you so much. Okay. Betty Flesher, thanks so much for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Thanks for helping out with the super chat. Really appreciate you. Today is the anniversary of my grandmother Shannon's death. Does she have any messages for me? Do not carry the weight of other people's pain. She wants to say it louder for the people in the back. Do not carry the weight of other people's pain. You're empathetic, you're empathic, you're compassionate, you're sympathetic. Don't carry the weight. Oh, Providencia, thanks for that feedback. Appreciate that. Horace Van Don, thanks for being a member here. My mother's birthday would have been yesterday. Information on where she is. Parents, etc. Have we been together in prior lives? In any prior lives, you and your mom? So your mom, it feels like, it feels like your mom is doing new things. It does feel like there are family members around her, but whether that's, on the other side in a reincarnation situation, not sure. But she's definitely doing new things and learning new things. And have you spent other lives with her? Many, and it often doesn't go well. The two of you have some ongoing life-to-life karma that you're working out together. Don't worry, it'll eventually get solved. I promise. Okay, Bri33, thanks for being here. What's going to happen to me this month? So is that a specific question? Because there's still more than half the month left. A lot of things are going to happen to you. I'm going to ask you to put in a more specific question, because I could just laugh and say on a lot of those days you're going to eat breakfast. And I probably wouldn't be wrong, right? Specific question, please. Okay. And no, you do not have to donate. But you do need a specific question. Oh, thank you so much, Bri33, for the super sticker. Really appreciate it. And that question, yeah, I can absolutely do that. That's easy. Okay, how can I make manifesting work for me? Great question. Great question. And of course, on some level, it depends on what you're trying to manifest. I've been trying to manifest turning myself into, a skinny 30-year-old blonde chick for a long time, and hadn't happened yet. So, part of manifestation is looking at, having an open mind, but looking at what is biologically possible, what is logistically possible. But let's take a look. Okay, how can I make manifesting work for me? I think you have to really think about what it is you want, what it is that's possible. You've got to be very realistic and very specific about it. And once you do that, you have to leave behind, there's a certain amount of doubt and also superstition here. The thing about manifestation is you got to do the spiritual work, and you can do the ritual work if you want. You can burn candles, you can have crystals, you can do all that stuff, and it is helpful. But you also have to do the work on the ground. For example, suppose you're looking for a great new job, and you do manifestation. You write it down, you visualize it, you see it, you burn a green candle. You do all of that, but you never once actually go to a job interview or look for a job. You're not going to get that job. As above, so below. So you have to do both. You have to be realistic, and you have to do both. If you do those things, there's a very good chance you will get exactly what you're looking for, and it will serve you greatly. Okay. Hey, Pamela's Insight, nice to see you. Baby cakes. What do my ancestors think about my current path? Am I on the right track? Let's see what we see. Thanks for being here. And do remember, Bri33, remember, there is a delay, 10 to 20 second delay between what you put in and what I see anyway. And I'm scrolling through in the order that I see them, so I may not see things right away. And so I did see you and I did answer your question. I hope you heard it. Let me know if you didn't. Let me know your feedback. All right. Baby cakes. Thanks for the candy today. What my ancestors are thinking about my current path and whether I'm on the right track? Yes and no, you're on the right track. Like, they love you so much, but they think you don't believe in yourself. They think you're not fair to yourself. They think that you make your path harder by not believing in it. They believe in you. They want you to believe in you. Okay. Hey, star 8501. Last night I heard a spraying of water in my room, which woke me up. Can you tell what it could have been? Wow. Okay, so, and that could be a leaky pipe, or it could be something spiritual. So what was it? Anything that endangers your home and property. Doesn't feel that way. To me, it feels more spiritual. I feel like it's a message about going with the flow, learning to create your own flow and go with it. It's about working with your own energy. What is it you want in life, and how do you move yourself toward that, and how do you trust that motion? Sandy, I'm stopping in late, but so happy to catch you live. So happy to see you, Sandy. Wondering about my NC move, if I can still ask a question. Are you going to North Carolina? Interesting. What do we think about that? In a way, it's heartbreaking to have to do it, but it could really, oh look, there's even a horse there, and I know you're equestrian. I think it's a good idea. I think it's a very good idea if you do it right. Pamela's insight, is there anyone in particular wanting to work with me ancestral-wise, and what's their message for me right now? And Diana and Jeannie, I know you're both having a hard time getting questions in, but we're friends on Facebook and whatever, so feel free to message me privately and I will get to you. If anyone else is having a problem getting in, do feel free to message me privately. Okay, Pamela's insight. Anyone in particular wanting to work with me ancestral-wise, and what's their message for me right now? I would say generations of people want to work with you en masse to help you just feel better in general. Their message is, do your artwork and be the artist you're meant to be. And Donna, yes, Mother's Day is indeed tomorrow. And Bri 33, I really just want money right now. Right. So in the manifestation of money, don't expect it to fall from the heavens. Do work to get it, and then be available for it. Do what you have to do in the real world to get it as well. Sirius, I think my question did not go through. Sirius Shakir. It's going through now. I'd like to know if my next job is coming through connections I already have, or should I look on sites like LinkedIn or Indeed or Glassdoor, or any of those. Let's see. I think you got to look for it, my friend. You have good connections. And you may find that you find something on like LinkedIn, Glassdoor, Indeed, and then you have connections there that help you get in the door real easy. So look for it, look for it, look for it. Okay. Perfect. Bianca Taro, so happy to see you. I'm currently learning to trust myself more. Well done. Can I have advice from the cards on how to deal with this Mercury retrograde this month? I'm feeling the effects. I hear you, and you'll feel some more than others and in different ways. And how to deal with it this month? Use it as time for real healing, letting go of childhood issues, releasing ancestral stuff. Mercury retrograde is the best time to do those things. So use it towards your own healing, toward releasing things from the past. That's what you got to do. Teresa, I saw your very generous super chat, but I didn't see your question. Teresa, just to be safe, go ahead and put your question in again, because I didn't see it. Teresa Chase. And thank you so much for being a member here. Jackie Masters, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member. Who are my spirit guides and what message do they have for me regarding me and the company I work for, which I know has been such an issue? So, we may have many spirit guides around you right now. I want to say our family members that you knew in life who are no longer living, specifically female. And the message is you have to operate in the way that works for your own best self-interest. That's the important thing. That's what you got to do. You try to sort of, you're so compassionate for others, which is great, but you'll help others get ahead and then not help yourself get ahead. And you got to find better balance there. Okay. So I'm looking for 3 different people's questions who've been having a hard time getting in. Teresa Chase, Jeannie Mnuchin, and Diana Price. Again, if you can't get your questions in, go ahead and message me. And okay, I'm just seeing a couple. Aria, thank you so much for saying that. That's wonderful. White Magic Witch, can I know if Will unblock me? I'm going to say yes. I don't know when, but yes. So, Teresa, I see your very generous super chat. I see Teresa Chase's question. I'm going back and looking to make sure it's not my fault. In the case of Teresa Chase, it was my fault. So, Teresa, here you go. Hello, should I accept a full-time question if offered for my current employer or stay part-time until I finish school and move on? Great question. My friend, I think you got to stay part-time and finish school. I think if you go full-time and try to do school, it's going to be too much. I'm so sorry to say that. I'm not doubting your capacity, but I think you'll make it harder on yourself if you go full-time. I think you're better to stay part-time, and I'm sad to say it to you. Okay, so I found Teresa. So sorry for that. So you didn't miss it. I did, but I got it back. Okay. And Sandy, thank you so much for the super sticker. Really appreciate it. Yashi, the person is on my mind. Is that the right one? And what would be a sign from the universe on that? I feel like you and this person have not had enough connection or contact to know. I would honestly say stop spiritualizing this and do the make a connection with the person and spend time with them to discover if they're going to be the right one. There's no way to circumvent that. Maria Barisi, nice to see you. One of my siblings always seems to have animosity toward me. I've asked why and it goes ignored. Can you share light as to why? I think it's jealousy. I think it goes back to childhood. I think it's jealousy and a bad attitude, and don't take it personally. It's nothing you've done, and there's nothing you can do to fix it. So I'm going to just scroll back and look for questions so the 2 questions were missing. Now is last call for readings, y'all. So if I missed you, try to reiterate, get your question in. If you're new in here and have not asked a question yet, please do. And I'm scrolling back looking for questions I missed, most specifically looking for the great disappearing questions of Jeannie and Diana. And anything else I might have missed. Okay, I got you, Teresa. That's good. Third time putting in your question. I can see that, Jean. So weird. Oh, Chara, sneaking in another question. Yeah, I'll do that. Daughter Justina would like to know what her next step should be in her personal life, and affirming that trust has been an issue, right? Yep, I hear you. Okay, Justina's next steps in her personal life: learn from the past and don't make the same mistakes again. Okay, Luna Song says a great thing. I resonate with a lot of the questions and answers, right? Yeah, I think some of this, some of this process is listening to everything and seeing what wisdom you can pull out. Sarah, thank you for confirming my intuition. Sorry, boyfriend, I have 3 other dates today. Their names are Ryder, Waite, and Smith. Yeah, there you go. Okay. So, Jeannie, I do not know why the universe is not letting your question come in, but go ahead and message me privately and I'll take care of it for sure. Same thing with you, Diana. I feel like I've gotten everybody else's question. If I did accidentally miss you, or if for some other reason your question was not heard or seen, yeah, no idea, Diana. It seems just the two of you, you and Jeannie, and I don't know why. So go ahead and take it private, and I'll take care of it for you, certainly. Betty, have I told you lately how much I love Card Camp? It does. It makes it more interesting for everyone, I think. I really like it. And Baby Cakes, yes, please do like this video. Please do share my YouTube channel with people. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. And if you had a hard time getting your question in today, I do apologize. Must be a weird thing with YouTube today. I know there's a lot of storms. I mean, who knows? Who knows what causes these problems? And you've instant messaged me. Yep, go ahead and instant message me. I'll take care of you privately. No problem. I want to thank you all. And Yashi, no double dipping. One question only. I thank you all so much. Members, please do join us on Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And I do want to let you know I am available for private readings. I put my link tree in the description here. Go to my link tree. See all the things I got for you. I got free things. I got things you can buy. I got all kinds of things. So definitely do reach out. Thank you all so much. Please take good care. I'll see you soon.